Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I think we're going to have a little bit of a rant in this video from Geeky.
Yeah, there definitely is going to be a rant. Get your popcorn ready.
All right. So we're going to talk about the media reacting to Twitter. We're going to talk about Twitter again because last night Elon Musk put a poll out there asking if Trump should return to the platform. And so far, last time I checked, it was in favor of Trump returning. People asked him if he was going to bring Alex Jones back. He said no, but he is unbanning people that were banned for various reasons.
Some people were banned for just things because they questioned vaccines.
Yeah, well, that's what they were talking about too. They said these doctors, bring these doctors back too. But the media is losing their minds. They should be very happy because this will give them something to talk about. They've got something to talk about for the next couple of years. Oh my God, that bastard Elon Musk and
Donald Trump. They're calling him Space Karen now to take a play off your Space Daddy, Space Karen, because he took away their platform.
Anyway, so they're just losing their shit over Twitter because they lost Twitter. CBS News now is boycotting Twitter. They're not going to post their articles.
Why?
Because they're afraid of it being an uncertain
in what way?
Uncertain, unverified news sources and fake news from.
Okay, well then I have some comments.
We're gonna talk about
just get ready.
All right, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Almost 281,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support.
I didn't woohoo because I'm too busy being mad.
She's got her arms crossed. So let's just walk you guys through it if you're not aware of what happened, right? He put a poll up last night that he wants to have, or possibly may let Donald Trump back on the platform. They reversed the decision to ban a couple of people, including Kathy Griffin. I guess she's coming back too. So it's not just, one side of the aisle or whatever, but apparently he's put together this task force moderation council or whatever the hell you want to call it. Put the poll up. So far, people are voting overwhelmingly in favor of Trump coming back. And he's also doing it as an experiment to see how many bots are on the platform, because he said it's really interesting to see the activity on these polls.
So he didn't tell people until after he put the poll up. That's what he was looking for. So it was the whole thing was to see about the bots and stuff like that.
Yeah, bot attack is impressive to watch. Bot and troll armies might be running out of steam soon. Some interesting lessons to clean up future polls. He knew this would be a hot topic. Now, whether or not Trump will actually come back, who the hell knows? But he knew this would be the biggest lightning rod on the platform to say, hey, what do you think about Trump coming back? And he said that there are all kinds of bots coming out. Well, reaction to that was CBS News being like, well, we're not going to use Twitter anymore because fake news.
All right, now this is where I have comments. So can I? Sure. I'm allowed to go. Okay. As somebody who is looking at this as, like, at this point, we used to lean left. I would say we're more independent now because we're in the middle, because we think that both extremes are absolutely out of control. But I am getting so tired of this Lotus shit. Not a Trump fan. I mean, never have been. I've been very clear about that. Do I think everything he's ever done has been wrong, or he did only bad things? No, there were some things he did as president I don't think there were terrible things, and I agreed with him on. Do I like Elon Musk? Not as much as Neon. Actually, I don't really like Elon Musk all that much. I just think it's funny to watch Twitter burn down. Personally, I see he does some nice things, but he also does some shitty things. Not a huge fan of Elon Musk, contrary to Twitter's opinion.
I only love him for his money, just so you know.
And power.
His money and power. That's it. I'm just using Space Daddy to be my sugar daddy.
Keeping that in mind and coming at it from somebody in the middle looking at this. Here's where I'm going to get mad. I am so fucking tired of seeing these people melt down and going on about fake news and how it's the end of democracy and how they're going to use it to try to sway elections. And because now lies are going to be rampant and all this other shit. I am pissed because I sat here and watched, okay? And this is somebody, again, who did not vote for Trump. Sat here and watched the utter shit that they spun, they threw, and all that stuff going on when they didn't want Trump to be in office. Had a fit till he got taken down. I don't think he did anything that violated stuff to be taken down. He tweeted too much, 100%. But did he deserve to be kicked off? I don't think so. Meanwhile, you have, Biden's allowed to be on there. Other people who were on there, they talk about the January 6th or whatever. You had politicians on there telling people to go riot during the months and months of riots That's what they were. Wasn't protests. Months of riots where things were destroyed. A lot of people injured. A lot of people killed. A lot of businesses ruined. There were politicians that were on there inciting people to do that. That's okay. And I think most people that are coming at it from looking at the middle are like, this is a bunch of hypocrisy and it's a load of shit. Vaccines, COVID, there was all kinds of shit going on. They kept telling us, oh, this is the facts, these are the facts. The media lockstep, you have to make sure that you don't let them into your restaurants, or they have to be punished because they don't have the vaccines. And now they're claiming they want amnesty for everything they said and did. And then people got booted from Twitter for pointing out that they had issues, or medical doctors questioning it, or people like me who had actual physical health issues after the fact, being called names and being attacked and being, kind of like shadow banned because I dared bring it up. And now they're going to talk about, truth and reporting, and how they don't like that, that it's fake news, and they don't like that they can't use it for political bias when it's going to be politically biased when they've been using it for that this entire time. No one's stupid enough to think that you didn't do the same thing. Truth would be a refreshing twist for you people.
Well, they don't want the playing field to be level. That's what
they're mad.
Because the media that's why Twitter, it's so weird because, again, Twitter's not by any stretch of the imagination the most popular social media platform. It does not drive a lot of traffic even.
But it's the one they cite all the time.
That's it. Twitter has become...
because they controlled it.
Disproportionately important because the media has Twitter locked down, because journalists took to Twitter, they locked it down. There's one opinion for the most part. Anybody who dissents, and they're writing articles, mainstream articles, quoting other people's tweets, and then these people are retweeting these people, and people are losing their jobs over freaking tweets and Twitter and all this shit.
Yeah, and they were calling people up and stuff and trying to get people fired because you see what they said on Twitter, and it's a load of shit. And then these people are like going on about truth and about how it's important and all this stuff. Now, where was the truth? I'm not trying to be a bitch here, but how come the Hunter Biden's laptop thing got buried? How come there were several things like it got buried and people didn't know about until after the elections are over, got buried? You don't have to pick a side, just be sitting in the middle and being like, wait a minute. And then they're like talking about, again, I don't like Trump that much. I don't think he's the worst thing ever, but I don't think that he deserves all the, the worship he gets either. But they keep trying to go after him for stuff, and it's like they've already disproven one thing, and then they're trying something else. Meanwhile, they're trying to get Elon Musk in front of committees now to defend how he has connections to other country. I have yet to see them get Biden in front of a group to talk about why his son is connected the way he was, why Biden himself is connected to China and other places himself. You don't see that. I'm just like, I think they all should be held accountable. If one has to answer, they both have to answer. This whole idea that only one side has to be scrutinized, has to explain themselves, is fake news. Well, the other side does whatever the fuck they want and has been the whole time. It's a load of shit. And this is somebody who's watching this whole thing. Everybody's like, you like Trump. Do not. Not Republican. But I'm so fucking tired of the absolute hypocrisy and bullshit. I am so sick of it. You're sitting here watching it, and they're trying to tell you it's not happening. And I'm like, I'm watching it in real time. You're doing the exact same thing as you're claiming they're doing, but you're allowed to and they're not. This is bullshit. So CBS can just take it and shove it up their ass because they weren't being honest to begin with. And if you're leaving because of fake news, that tells me everything I need to know about your reporting.
Ooh.
I'm tired of it. Most of the people in the middle are sick of it.
Yeah, we've been sick of it. And this is the thing. The people that are fighting over this crap, it's extreme.
It's a power struggle. It's all about power.
Yeah, and it's over. I did a video earlier today. This was such a critical node for the power structure to lose Twitter to one guy that doesn't give a shit what anybody else thinks because he's got the most money of anybody on the planet.
Because at the end of the day, all the politicians that you show for, you get off to, they're mostly owned by the same people. If they're taking lobbyist money, they're owned by the same damn people. The ones with the money. Okay? You're just pissed because one guy came in and took away your mouthpiece. Well, he's not even taking it away. They're trying to make it fair. And we can't have that.
But it's not fair that it's fair because
he who controls the narrative controls everything.
Because they're the good guys and we're the bad guys, and it's really that simple.
Well, you don't even have to be a Republican. They say you are.
Well, anybody that's not with them is the bad guy. Because do-do-da-da. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, freaking...
Because someone told me on Twitter.
Somebody told me on Twitter. How do you know?
Oh, speaking of, we had some dipshit the other day. This is how dumb these people are. We had a dipshit the other day. I was defending Neon. And they're like, why don't you just sleep with him since you're defending him so much? And this is after they went on, your channel sucks anyway, to Neon. Your videos are terrible. You know, they're awful and they're wrong and all this other stuff, like he knew the channel. Then when I stand up for Neon, why don't you just sleep with him then if you're just gonna show for him? I'm like, I thought you said you knew the channel.
Would you like me to have the kids get involved in this conversation? Because I think it's pretty common knowledge to anyone who's watched more than 2 of our videos.
This is how dumb these people are and how they just listen to people tell them what the facts are instead of looking for themselves.
Yeah. So let's look at this CBS News.
Do we have to look at it? I think we said enough.
I just want to see what they actually said. CBS is halting its activity on Twitter over Elon Musk's turbulent and potentially devastating moves following his takeover.
What turbulent, devastating moves? I'm blocking people across the board who shouldn't have been blocked in the first place. Not blocking people because someone says they're poopy head.
Poopy dada head. No, this is what it's about right here. In light of the uncertainty around Twitter and out of an abundance of caution, CBS is pausing its activity on the social media site as it continues to monitor the platform, said the guy from CBS. And a special report about the chaos at the company. And oh my God. Hey everybody. Hey, yeah. We think it's problematic, and we're gonna have a special broadcast to tell you how problematic it is that we can't use Twitter anymore to attack our enemies.
Basically.
Oh my God, all kinds of articles. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up again because I mentioned it in another video. I don't know if people saw that video or not, but we have multiple websites. We have multiple ad networks. One of our ad networks literally sent an email blast out to everybody in the network 2 or 3 days ago, specifically telling them to mine Elon Musk outrage for clicks. And here were some pointers, here's some talking points, here are some SEO terms to use. That's where we're at, guys. Like, this is just ridiculous. But yeah, it's not gonna end. It needs to end. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of it. And what will happen is, if the site survives and it becomes like the next big thing after he transforms it into whatever he wants to transform it in.
That's a big if.
Yeah, CBS will come crawling back, but they'll never make it big. Like, hey everybody, we're back on Twitter or X or whatever he's calling it now. Now they'll just slink back. Like all the people making big announcements about how they're leaving, they'll just slink back on.
They'll make big announcements and don't leave.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Eventually, here's where you can find me. Did I get enough retweets on that? Did I get enough traction?
Wait, I'm leaving. 2 weeks later, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. Just so you know, it's like a kid running away from home.
People are like, okay, just make sure you shut the door behind you.
Go.
Don't care.
Just get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, CBS News. We gotta wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.